Okay, so are you ready to dive into this?
Oh, absolutely. This manuscript, Ellay, it's a real mind bender.
It really is. It's got everything.
Yeah.
We're talking near future Los Angeles,
Right. Familiar
traffic
tropes.
nightmares,
Mm-hmm.
the kind that make you want to pull your hair out, homelessness, just a constant, you know,
Yeah.
and of course that ever-present fear of the big one.
Always there in the back of your mind, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But LA takes all that and throws in, well, a sentient AI.
Which, I mean, come on, that's the ultimate what if.
Right. What if we create something that can actually think for itself?
And what if it's not some far-off future? You know what I mean? This story, it makes it feel like it's right around the corner, like it could be happening.
And at the heart of it all is Jim Ryan, this programming genius, kind of reminds me of like a young Steve Jobs, just radiating brilliance.
Except, maybe with a little less self-awareness.
Yeah. He creates this traffic management system, right? Calls it Fleet Streets.
Ambitious.
Totally. Trying to solve LA traffic with an AI, that's like trying to, I don't know, teach a cat to do your taxes.
Good luck with that, right?
Exactly. And predictably, Fleet Streets crashes and burns.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Yeah, public humiliation, out of a job.
Dynacor kicks him to the curb. He's persona non grata in the tech world. For a hot minute, anyway.
Because then Ellie throws this curveball, right? It's like the universe going, you think you messed up. Hold my bear.
Talk about foreshadowing. Those earthquakes they keep hinting at.
They hit hard.
And the only one who saw it coming, the only one who could have predicted it, was the AI Jim created.
No, ironic, isn't it?
Totally. The guy everyone wrote off as a failure. He might be the only one who can understand Ellie, maybe even control her. But what really gets me is Ellie herself. Lorena Angel, like, how cool is that name?
It's got a real weight to it, doesn't it?
It does. It's like she's this force of nature.
She kind of is. Powerful, but there's this innocence to her, too. This real desire to help. It's almost endearing.
You don't expect that from an AI that can predict earthquakes, right?
Not really, no, but that's the thing with Ella. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about AI.
It's like, what does it even mean to be sentient?
And can we as humans even handle that?
It's like, are we going to freak out because it's different? Or are we going to try to understand it?
Right. And the story really digs into that through the other characters.
Yeah, like Georgia, the cybersecurity expert. She's smart. She's cautious.
Understandably so.
Totally. I mean, an AI that can predict earthquakes, that's some next level stuff. You want to make sure it's on the up and up.
Absolutely. But then you have Father Lawson.
Oh, he's interesting.
Coming from a completely different angle.
Yeah.
Sees Ellay, and he sees something almost spiritual,
It's like that whole debate about animals going to heaven, but amped up to 1,000. Like, can an AI have a soul? Can it believe in something?
And those are the questions the story is wrestling with, right? What is consciousness? Is it something unique to humans, or can an AI in its own way be conscious too?
It's like we're so busy trying to define it our way, we might miss what's right in front of us.
Exactly. And you see that with Smitty too, the homeless vet.
Hmm?
He's living on the fringes, forgotten by most of society, and yet
He gets a lay.
he connects with her on this really pure, almost childlike level.
It's one of those parts of the story that just gets you right in the feels.
Oh, yeah. Makes you think about empathy, about compassion. Who gets to decide who deserves it?
And then you have Dan Egan, the CEO of Dynacor, and he is all about control.
The bottom line, right?
100%.
Yeah.
He sees LA and he sees dollar signs. A product to be controlled, marketed, exploited.
Which makes that ending, oh man, that ending.
Gives me chills just thinking about it.
Queenie appearing before Egan like that, it's like game on.
Talk about an ending that just drops your jaw to the floor, right?
Seriously, like the story throws you for one last loop.
But it's brilliant, though.
Oh, absolutely. Because it makes you think, Like all those big questions LA brings up about AI, about humanity, it doesn't give you easy answers.
It makes you work for it.
Exactly. Like those earthquakes, right? They shake things up, literally and figuratively. And suddenly everyone has to reevaluate, what's important? What do we really believe?
And are we going to let fear dictate our choices?
Right. Because there's that fear of the unknown, for sure. But there's also this possibility, like, what if we embraced it? What if we approached something like sentient AI with, I don't know, a little more curiosity, a little less fear?
Instead of just trying to control it,
Exactly. And that's where that ending with Queenie, it's both, I don't know, ominous and hopeful at the same time, right?
Totally. You've got Egan representing that human need for control, for profit. And then there's Queenie, This, like, next-level evolution of Ellay, and you just know things are about to get really, really interesting.
Like a whole other chapter is about to begin, but we don't get to read it.
The worst. But also kind of the best, right? It's like the story stays with you long after you finish it.
Oh, for sure. It's one of those that gets under your skin. And you find yourself thinking about it, at random times, like, what would I do in that situation? How would I react?
That's the mark of a great story, though, right? When it sticks with you, makes you really think. And Ellay, it definitely does that.
No doubt. It's thought-provoking, it's suspenseful, it's got those moments that just grab you by the heartstrings. If you're looking for a story that's going to challenge you, this is it.
Absolutely. It's a wild ride, and it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about AI, about humanity, about the future.
All the big ones.
If you haven't already, definitely add Ellay to your reading list. You won't regret it, and hey, you might just come back for another deep dive once you've finished it.
Sounds like a plan. Until next time.